Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into the superhero root, unpacking the power of ginger. Now, you probably view it as just a simple flavor enhancer sitting in the back of your spice cabinet, right? Well, we're going to completely rethink this humble ingredient today and transform how we look at it. It's actually a potent medicinal powerhouse.
So, think about this for a second. What if one single root could genuinely soothe intense nausea, actively fight off physical pain, and boost your immune system, all at the exact same time? Honestly, it sounds a little like a fabricated miracle cure, but it's entirely grounded in real chemistry and human biology. The stakes here are high because we're talking about incredibly natural, totally accessible ways to fundamentally improve your daily quality of life.
To really understand how this works, we need to meet the powerhouse, the chemistry of gingerol. We're going to leave the culinary world behind for just a minute and enter the microscopic realm to look at the specific chemical structure driving this root.
Okay, let's dive into this. Gingerol is the bioactive compound found directly inside ginger, and it's literally the core engine driving almost all of the root's incredible healing properties. When you consume ginger, you are deploying a compound armed with amazingly strong anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. It's the ultimate biological multitasker. And those two traits, fighting inflammation and oxidizing free radicals, well, they're the absolute foundation for everything we're about to uncover.
Moving right along to superpower number 1, soothing nausea and digestion. We'll start with what ginger is historically most famous for, specifically how it acts as a calming agent when things go totally haywire in your gut. This root is incredibly versatile. We aren't just talking about your run-of-the-mill tummy ache here. Gingerol treats 3 very different, very intense forms of nausea. We're talking the inner ear confusion of motion sickness, the hormonal upheaval of morning sickness during pregnancy, and even the severe shock of chemotherapy-induced nausea. It is absolutely fascinating that one natural compound can bridge the gap between these radically different biological triggers to offer genuine relief.
But why does it actually work? Well, the crucial point is the mechanical action happening right there in your gut. Ginger actually accelerates the rate at which food exits your stomach. Think about the physical discomfort of bloating, gas, or indigestion. It's often like a massive traffic jam in your digestive tract. By speeding up gastric emptying, ginger basically acts like a traffic cop. It clears the backlog and physically stops the discomfort right at its source. So it's not just masking a symptom, it's physically moving the problem along.
All right, that brings us to superpower number 2, fighting inflammation and pain. We're going to shift our focus from digestive relief to see how this builds from the stomach into the rest of your body as a systemic, natural painkiller.
For anyone dealing with that lingering ache of muscle soreness after a particularly hard workout, ginger offers some really great natural relief. And for women suffering from severe menstrual cramps or dysmenorrhea, it provides a deeply necessary soothing intervention. Plus, notably, for those dealing with daily osteoarthritis joint pain, gingerol's anti-inflammatory properties get right into the joints to reduce that swelling and pain. It's essentially calming your body's alarm bells, completely without you having to reach into the medicine cabinet.
Let's elevate our narrative a bit and look at superpower number 3, immunity, heart, and aging. This is exactly where ginger moves from a quick fix for acute symptoms to becoming your lifelong wellness partner.
Before we even get to the heart, we have to talk about your body's defenses. Because gingerol is so incredibly rich in antioxidants and naturally boasts both antibacterial and antiviral properties, it is an absolute frontline defender for us. This makes it an excellent, totally natural remedy for fighting off incoming colds and soothing those scratchy, really uncomfortable sore throats before they turn into something much worse.
Now, what's really interesting is just how profound the metabolic and cardiovascular advantages of regular ginger consumption really are. It is doing heavy lifting for your heart and your blood. Studies suggest that it manages insulin levels, which is absolutely crucial for those navigating type 2 diabetes, while actively working to improve your overall blood circulation and lowering LDL, which of course we all know is the bad cholesterol. It's essentially performing daily routine maintenance on your cardiovascular highway.
And that maintenance extends directly to your brain and your overall lifespan. Remember those antioxidants we just discussed? Well, their primary job is to combat cellular stress caused by free radicals. Those are the microscopic villains that basically degrade our cells over time. By neutralizing these free radicals, gingerol supports healthy aging and actively protects our cognitive function. It's defending your cellular integrity, helping you stay sharper and much healthier as the years go by.
So we've covered the scientific what and the biological why, but let's open up your daily toolkit. adding ginger to your routine. How do we actually get these practical benefits into our bodies every single day?
Well, it can be as incredibly simple as a 3-step daily habit. Making an immunity-boosting tea requires absolutely zero culinary expertise. Seriously, you just slice up some fresh ginger root, let it steep in hot water for a few minutes, and drink it. That's it. It's a warm, really soothing beverage that naturally supercharges your immunity. Just imagine starting or ending your day with a simple habit like this that actively defends your body against viruses and inflammation.
And this brilliantly illustrates how easily fresh ginger can be seamlessly integrated into your everyday culinary routines too. If tea just isn't your thing, grate it fresh into a vibrant curry. Toss it into a quick weeknight stir-fry. Or hey, if you want to tackle that muscle soreness we talked about earlier, literally just throw a chunk of it right into your morning post-workout smoothie. It adds this wonderful spicy kick to your food while quietly delivering all those awesome ginger ale benefits.
But what about the spice aisle or the vitamin aisle? Let's quickly contrast the two main forms you'll encounter so you know exactly which type to reach for depending on your specific ailment. If you are targeting stomach-related issues, nausea, digestion, bloating, fresh ginger is typically your preferred, most effective route. However, if you are strictly targeting chronic pain, muscle soreness, or osteoarthritis, dried powders or supplements are going to offer highly concentrated anti-inflammatory benefits. Basically, just match the form of the ginger to the problem you are trying to solve.
Now, as with any potent bioactive compound, we do need to read the fine print. Important precautions to know. Because even natural remedies have boundaries, and it's absolutely essential to understand them impartially so we can use ginger safely and effectively. While ginger is widely considered safe for most people when used in moderation, more is definitely not always better. If you consume excessive amounts, particularly if you're taking heavy, concentrated supplement doses, it can actually backfire on you. Overdoing it can trigger the exact digestive discomforts it usually cures, leading to things like mild heartburn, diarrhea, or an irritated throat. Moderation is absolutely key to keeping the root acting as a hero rather than an irritant.
Crucially, if you are pregnant, have a known bleeding disorder, or manage a chronic medical condition, you really must consult a healthcare professional before making any significant dietary changes. Because ginger actively impacts your blood circulation and digestion, your doctor is the best person to tell you how it will interact with your specific biology and any medications you might currently be taking. Well, we've journeyed from the microscopic chemistry of gingerol all the way to cardiovascular health, pain management, and healthy aging. This incredibly potent root is sitting right there at the grocery store, ready to fight cellular stress and defend your long-term health. So the final question I'm going to leave you with today is this. With everything we've unpacked, how will you take action and add this powerhouse root to your routine today? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I can't wait to dive into our next topic together.